Cash, you wouldn't even say nothing. You were talking about let it go.
Nah, because then they gonna go on flag us.
Yeah,
Hey,
we can't. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we gonna
We
turn
just
that
talk
off.
over it so they don't know what it is.
Right, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what that was. Let's go.
Let's see what we got down there on time.
Oh, most this ain't my fault though. I was on time. I just want to let that know. I was on time before you get out here and lie to these people.
Throw that out there for the people.
And tell them I wasn't on time. I'm always on time when we're early.
Ain't nobody in there,
What the hell kind of line is closed? What the? You go with that bullshit. It's starting early. All right, that was starting early. My homeboy said we take up too of his free time with this audition
at the beginning.
Yeah. He said we take up too much time. He need us to go on and get with the show.
He don't want the director's cut.
Yeah, you know. He said we got to correct that. I told him, all right, brother. Okay, you just keep watching.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we get some more people in here.
Ain't worry about them people. Start the show, bro. They gonna come. Sun out. I mean, them cheeks out there outside.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Sun is out in Atlanta, Georgia today.
Come on out.
You know what I'm saying? We almost had sundress weather.
Let's go get this thing rolling.
Yeah, let's get this thing rolling.
This thing rolling. It's a little sweet. I don't never drink these things.
Yeah, you might as well put your pinky up. I see what I ain't want to say that. I'm minding my business today.
That ain't what we need, bro. That ain't what we need. Not right now. You do that later on, but not right now.
I'm minding my business. Hey.
What's happening, man? It's your boy, Call It Pot. Here with a little paint where it ain't, a little seasoning with some reasoning. What you got going on, 18?
What up, though, man? I'm here with you today, man. I just, I don't know. I might be a little messy. I might be a little fake like I'm smart. I don't know what you're going to get today. Let's go.
Either way, they going to have to just take it because we all three-dimensional. It's a whole lot of size to this. A whole lot of size to this.
This my favorite part to watch. Go ahead and start it, brother. Go ahead and do your thing. Yo, this is my favorite part. Go ahead and do your thing.
You ready to get it? Before I get into that, though, I got to touch something real serious before we get into our favorite part.
Go ahead, talk.
On a real note, though, man, today this week has been a little heavy. I had a couple of friends. I found out bad news. I had a coworker of mine. He had migraines for quite a while.
Okay.
And when he finally went to the doctor, found out he had stage 4 brain cancer. Yeah, so it's tough, man. Another situation. I had a homeboy. First off, I want to shout out Sharif, man. I hope you get back where you need to be. Secondly, I had another homeboy passed away. Rest in peace, Kenneth Rowell, man. I don't want to go into the details.
Okay.
But he was a good dude. One of my classmates. Great dude, man. It's been hard for me to go on Facebook because, he got so much love out there and everything I see, is about him. So it's a little touchy. I say all of that to say, people, please, and I learned this from you, if you have insurance, you're giving away free money.
You gotta use it.
Go to the doctor, people. Go to the doctor. Anything wrong with you, just your regular checkups, man. Go holler at them. Make sure you straight, man. And that's all I want to say. I want to get that heavy stuff out the way, man.
Okay. Now what time is it?
You already know.
You already
know. It's time to get on these news topics. And today, he gave y'all a preface of, he said he might be loose, he might be all over the place, he might be on point. I'm going to tell you with this one right here, I'm probably going to let loose, and then that'll be it for Sean for the day. But I'm going to start off, it's news related, and then it's going to go into person related.
Okay.
One of the things is they had more protesters down there last weekend at the APD training facility.
All right.
They detained 35 people, and the way they did it was they started they said it was a peaceful festival, a peaceful protest. And then as the protest was going on, they started throwing fireworks, Molotovs, bricks, all kind of stuff at the construction site, and they was messing up some of the construction things. Now, out of the 35 people that were detained, only 2 of them was from Atlanta. Well, I won't even say Atlanta, from Georgia. Everybody else came here from somewhere else. And this is where Sean, comes in, because I'm a little pissed. Y'all know how I feel. Don't drink your drink. I'm born and raised here. This ain't the Atlanta I know. That's why if you look at this title, I meant it when I typed it. We is full. Stop moving down here and complaining about the city. Because you know what? All them people that complain about Atlanta, I ask them, I say, hey, how many natives you know? About 1, 2, maybe 3. So I said, most of the problems you hear about ain't from us. It's from all these other people from everywhere else, and we just compound it and say it's Atlanta. I hate y'all. And I'm going to say that.
It's a strong word.
Yes, it's a strong word. I'm going to tell you why. This is when the hate started.
Yeah, this guy go talk about we full. He wants to be from Newark. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. This guy.
Let me tell you where it started. When I turned 40, my insurance came and it went up. I ain't had no tickets or nothing. I called the lady up. I said, well, what the problem is? I said, when you hit 40, I thought it was supposed to go down. She said, sir, Georgia is a high-risk state.
It is.
I did not grow up in a high-risk state.
Well, y'all wanted to be a big city, bro. Y'all wanted to be a major city. Y'all wanted to be considered with the Chicagos, the Dallas, the LAs, the Florida, Miami. So, hey, welcome to big city.
I don't like it. And that's why you see most natives be at the house.
I'm just saying.
We find our spots, we hit our spots, and that's it. We ain't out there doing
home of chicken wings and hookah, man. You know
chicken wings. It was strip clubs and chicken wings, and then now, the hookahs don't take
hookah,
I get it. I get it. But that's my spiel for today. But
that's all you got?
That's all I got on that, man. I've been holding that all week, man. I almost did just a separate post on that alone because I was a little upset.
Why?
But I think because also this young lady at work too, she came in and said, I'm tired of Atlanta. I'm going back to Jersey. And that's when I started going off on her.
So the lady leaving and you still got a problem.
Well, she ain't leaving. I said, what you doing here? Why I got to work? I said, okay, well, don't complain.
Damn, she can't say nothing?
Don't complain about the city. I mean, you can leave.
Damn.
Didn't nobody make you come down here.
That's what's wrong with you natives. You know what I'm saying?
You right. You right.
That's what's wrong with you natives.
We ain't perfect, but hey, we grew up small.
I mean, you ain't small no more though. That's the thing. Y'all are a major city.
These growing pains it hurt.
I mean, it's just you got to adapt. Maybe that's what it is. Or stay in the house.
And that what I cut my grass and mind my business.
See what I'm saying?
Cut my grass, mind my business. Because it's crazy out there.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different from even when I moved here. But that's all you got on that?
That's all. Yeah, that's all I got. You got anything on the protesting thing? Because I'm going to move on from that.
Them people ain't got nothing. Anyway, go on, old man.
And on top of that, out of the 35.
Go ahead, say what you got to say.
It was only two of them look like us.
Uh-huh.
No, one. It was one that looked like us. That's all I got to say on that. So we got one more. I
don't know what you do a little new. Go ahead, Tom Brokaw. Go ahead. What else you got?
We still on the news out.
Hit the music one more time.
You want to hear the music one more time?
Hit the music one more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Let's go. Get it out, bro. Get it out.
Fox News is being sued. They were talking about the election being a fraud in 2020. They're being sued by the company that makes the voting machines and all of that stuff. $1.6 billion. Because it came out that they knew they was lying. They knew they was lying and it came out, and so they're suing them. And they actually went to court recently, and when they brought all of their documents, 80% of them were blacked out. All of the transcripts and stuff. So I say that to say all media ain't good media. And we talk about that all the time.
It's a whole station dedicated to that.
Yeah. We talk about that all the time on here.
But we might be getting a station back.
What's that?
We might be getting the station back. Tyler Perry is in talks.
Him and Byron Allen.
Yeah.
Byron
They're
Allen.
talking about buying BET back.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get, the news back, Teen Summit, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
talk directly to us. I hope that happens.
Y'all get your little swag football back on. You know.
I hope that comes through.
I said a little.
That was disrespectful.
I was just trying to poke
it
is
is
just trying to poke a little bit.
And I hope y'all watch, because...
Go ahead. What you got? What you got next?
Just in conjunction with that, man, earlier this week, they talked about Sean Kemp.
Shout out to my homeboy Chef Fly. Hope your health is doing good,
Chef
brother.
Fly.
I see you.
He up in there? Okay.
Yeah, my homeboy Chef Fly.
Shout out,
you know
Chef.
what I'm saying?
We see you, bro.
Yeah, it be on swag, but what time of day is that, brother? We need
it. Be, man.
I think they took the place of like badminton or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's on there though. He right. It's on there. I ain't gonna do that. It's on there.
I'm not gonna do that. Like we was talking about media and the misdirection of media.
Let's go.
Earlier this week, they reported that Sean Kemp, the retired basketball player, was in a shootout at the mall. He got out of jail, and the details came out about what happened. This is what media gonna lead you wrong every time, because they try to be first and not right. What happened was he got to his car. His car was broken into.
He did.
And he had something to where he could find where his phone was. His phone was missing. Yeah. So he did the little find me phone. The car was still in the parking lot of the mall. So he found the car, approached the car. When he got over there, they shot at him. He shot back. Right. That's all that happened. So when he got locked up, they said it was self-defense. You good. But the media's out here, he in the shootout. Right, shut up, drive-by.
He was at a drive-by.
Come on, y'all. I'm telling you, man, don't listen to everything you see, man, and let stuff come out. Let the truth come out, man, because they want to do everything they can to paint us in a dark, ugly picture.
Okay, good thing to Sean Kemp. Keep going, sir. You got some juice on there. You holding back your little juice.
No, that's it, man. Okay. I like Sean Kemp. Yeah, he had a trouble past, but
we ain't even on that. Okay, you shot at somebody. Okay. What you got?
So that's all I got on that.
No. You got on that. What else you got on that?
Oh, you want that more news?
Yeah.
Let's see. Transgender.
Yeah, here we go.
I knew you was waiting on that.
Here we go.
Just recently, I don't even know the young lady's, the lady's name.
Sir, ma'am.
I don't know their name. We're going to use pronouns. Let's do pronouns, because that's what they say. They just recently, a court upheld their case that one guy was pushed out of the USA powerlifting event, and he took it to court, and it took 2 years, and the court now has upheld it and said that, yes, they have to be inclusive for trans women.
Yeah, sir, ma'ams.
To compete in this powerlifting. They said they're going to implement some more rules and things of that nature. How you feel about that?
Let's go go back to swimming. Where the Sir Ma'am was breaking all the records.
Oh, hell no!
So we had boxing. Sir Ma'am was out there breaking faces. Things like that.
Right.
Sir Ma'am, you need your own sport. I think, they need their own, their own sports, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Well, you can change all day, but your scientific makeup makes
biology,
you, it makes you something different.
Yeah.
So where's it fair with that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to. I look at it as we have to take care of ladies, women, when we include the Sir Ma'ams in these sports. Right. Because it's not fair. It's hurtful. As far as the pain they can endure from,
physically.
Yeah, from the Sir Ma'am. So why not just give them their own league, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you can equalize that. I don't see how you can make that where it's fair all the way around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm thinking, just playing devil's advocate. Is it enough of them that compete at that high level to create a complete, circuit just for them?
Right. Like if you want to play pool or something, that's cool.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That has absolutely nothing to do with
Right.
the biology.
But, you know, when it comes to touching on each other, that's a little different, you know.
And I've never seen a trans man try to get into men's sports.
That is true. But I look at it the same thing with kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When parents hold their kids back on purpose to start school late.
Okay.
So they get the advantage, you know. Junior only he in the 6th grade, yeah, but Junior 18. Like, you know, it was a couple kids on Crespo's, well, not on his team, but on the other teams I was watching them playing. I'm like, dude, that dude don't work with me.
Right. Them was high schoolers.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so,
he finna graduate next
You know, it just, you know, it's sad that we are here as a people in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it. I'm not about to sit here and give a positive or, you know, a pro answer for that and all that. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell you what you can't do, but when it comes to you want to be included in things that don't include you or haven't, we have to look at that and make the right decisions based on the people that we need to protect.
Right.
And that's it on that.
I agree wholeheartedly. I go even further to say, more so piggybacking, just to say that we already talk about how us as a nation don't support women's sports as it is.
And now we want
so now you want to throw trans women in here with the literally they have a man makeup. There's nothing you can do to change that. And you want them to compete with women. At that point, you're just telling me, I don't care about the women. If I put on the wig, I can go here and dominate.
Right.
You know,
you ain't need a wig. You know.
It's not fair.
It's not. You know
it's not fair, and I don't understand. I think again, I've said this. This is Sean. Call it Paul Sean. I can't put this on the show, but the world is pussy. They want to appease everybody. It is what it is. If you was born a man and you're gonna compete in a contact sport or a sport to where you're going to be competing with women and biologically you're not built as a woman, it's not right. You know what I mean? Down to the anatomy, I mean, women bodies react differently to a lot of different things and they grow different than men do.
Well.
And so there's nothing I can do about hormones and this and that to change my biology when it comes to strength and tenacity and aggressiveness in competing sports.
I agree with that, Mike. It ain't the world. It's just America.
Yeah, it's America.
I agree with that.
So yeah, man, I don't agree with it at all, and I hope at some point, and I know it's a few schools like we talked about a couple weeks ago, that high school where the coach forfeited his whole team because the other player had a trans woman.
We're not playing.
He was like,
we're not doing
it,
and
I'm for that.
I'm with that all day.
I'm for that, man. So yeah, all right, moving on. We're moving pretty fast today.
That's cool, you know.
Yeah, we're moving pretty fast. That's all right. Another big thing that came up in the news this week, more on the celebrity side. Chris Rock did his Netflix special called Selective Outrage. And he got a lot of criticism and a lot of people that stood behind what he said. Did you happen to see it?
I'm not interested.
I'm not interested. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not interested in Chris
Rock.
I've never watched a Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Just not,
you did say that. I will say this. me and Shannon watched it and she fell asleep. So she immediately was like, oh, it was trash.
Goddamn, mind your business.
She did. And I finished it. I will say I did not laugh at all. But his talking points, which they just weren't funny to me, they were very true. And he covered the slap at the very end. And he used that Will Smith, which is the name of the special, Selective Outrage, used that against him. He said when everything happened with Jada and her sleeping with what's his name's friend and all that, he was mad and everybody was calling him out. And he said he didn't lash out at anybody else except for me, this little guy that you knew you can beat. And so a lot of people said, he shouldn't have went on there and he shouldn't have said all of these things or whatever, but that's his truths. And to be honest, if you look at it from that perspective, it is what it is. If we want to look at it from everybody's angles, his point of view is, hey, This dude been getting joned on by everybody in the world, and he didn't do nothing. But when he was with his lady and he saw that something was bothering her, he wanted to take it out on me.
Breaking point.
Right.
I agree with that. I agree with a breaking point. Everybody got a breaking point.
All right.
Just certain things, certain jokes you're gonna let go in front of your lady that you're not gonna let go without her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
I got the cooties from you. Tell the whole thing. You want to tell something? Tell that.
What is that? Something.
Goddamn job.
Oh yeah. It's like Chef Fly said he didn't say nothing to the man cheating with his wife. Yeah, and that's what Chris Rock was talking about. He was saying, and then the one thing he said was that I thought was funny. It just wasn't funny how he said it, but he said, "Y'all were the first people. You were the first person in the world to be interviewed by the person that cheated on you." So he played it out like they was in there. Oh, so you suck this dick, blah blah. This that. That was interesting. It still wasn't funny, but it's the truth. So when you look at it in common folk life, that ain't finna happen.
This whole thing, man, is nigga shit.
Truth.
Truths.
With money. Niggas with money.
Yeah, it's nigga shit, man. Like, I salute Chris Rock. I salute Netflix. Was it on Netflix or something? Or was it
was on Netflix.
Okay,
it's
because
on Netflix.
They paid Chris Rock to be quiet for a year, let the build up to whatever it was.
Got like 40 mil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The build up. Then he made y'all watch this probably a corny, because he caters to white people even with his black jokes. In my opinion. So how long was it? 2 hours?
No, like an hour and a half.
Okay, like an hour and a half. So he made y'all wait almost 2 hours, almost an hour and a half to say what he felt. It was a money grab, man. And like Crespo said, it wasn't his best material. It's a lot of pressure.
No,
when that's all they looking for is that.
The reaction.
Yeah, of that. Will done responded, I guess. I seen something on Twitter.
I didn't see it. What did
he
you?
Was like, he look at Netflix a little different because they let him get up there and do that and whatever.
See that?
You smacked the man on TV, bro.
Right,
I mean,
come on. How can you try to have another company police this man when you just slapped him in front of the world?
But to me, it just is, man, that's some nigga shit, man. Like, you got smacked, you ain't do nothing back, so you get, how you want some laughs.
And get paid for it. That's his job.
They gave you $40 million to hold on to that, man.
That's his job.
I ain't seen it. I probably won't. Like I said, I don't watch Chris Rock pretty much nothing. So I'm just not a fan. I think he has white. I'm embarrassed for the black jokes he have when he talking to white, because his audience is pretty much a bunch of white people. So the joke, he go very hard on black people in his jokes for a white audience, and I'm not with that. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying. So I don't. My new word is subscribe. I don't subscribe.
You don't subscribe.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to Chris Rock.
I could dig it. I could dig it. And back in the day, Bill Cosby did the same thing.
Bill switched up though, because
later on.
Bill his first side was all us.
Yeah, and then he realized
he make a lot of money.
A lot of money, okay.
So, then he was all against us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
and even along those lines, I think Idris Elba came out about 2 weeks ago and said, "I don't want to be considered a black actor."
I agree with that. I agree with why he said it. You know what I'm saying? He said because it kind of typecast him.
Okay.
In ways of certain roles he might not be able to get because he's labeled a black actor. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just want to be an actor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get that. I mean, you can't
Mm-hmm.
run from your blackness. We know.
Right.
But if I get why he said it. His meaning behind it, and another dude agreed with him. He was like, I'm kind of with that too. You know what I'm saying?
Is that kind of considered? Okay. Go back to the Jonathan Majors thing. I'm drawing a parallel here with Jonathan Majors, and the people were saying he was emasculated and this and that. And he said, I'm big right now. So if they ask me to do this, I'm going to do what I feel like is okay.
Right.
Because I'm in front of everybody and it's going to push me further. But I'm not what y'all saying.
Right.
He kind of kept it real simple.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm big right now.
He on top of the world right now, man.
And so that goes along with what, what Idris saying, okay, if I have to, I guess, I won't even say not claim, but kind of push myself in an area to where I can have more opportunities, is it okay?
Crespo said Monique Big Buzz. Monique, she not funny, man. Can we be honest? She's not funny.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, let me say that. She's not funny.
And even at the time, she wasn't even on the road or doing anything like that for her to get the money that she was asking for.
To me, she's never been funny. So, I mean, I'm good. What you were saying about Jonathan Major. Jonathan Major, man, it's his time. Let him do whatever it is he gonna goddamn do. Do I agree with what was it, Vanity? What magazine was he on?
Ebony.
It was Ebony. And did I agree with it? I can't wear it. Right. I say that. It ain't for me. But I thought it was dope for him to do that.
It was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was dope for him. Now I seen a picture with him, embracing Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, hold on, bro. What y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't speak on that. But then I also saw when they was sitting in the interview and the chick got up and both of them was watching that ass get out of there.
I mean, he just seemed like a brother to me, man, that, he one of us. Like,
he cool.
Or like he'll walk in the room with a chick and pull a dick out. Shit. And be like, who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seemed like that kind of dude to me,
Yeah,
but.
And when I initially saw Ja sent me the pictures of them all embraced and stuff. And I've seen more. Right. And I've seen more. And initially when she said, I was like, oh, this some bull. But then I've seen more and I said, he might just be you got one of them homeboys that's just, hey, man, what's up?
We're very hyper masculine.
Yeah.
So to see two brothers embrace, and of course you're going to get the gay and all that nonsense. Right. Instead of just looking at it as he's showing love. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not seen often. Mm-hmm. So, you get that. But hey, man, get your money, man. Whatever. Yeah. Don't do. Try to stay out the dress, man. I just.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Try to stay out the dress.
Please don't do that.
That's all I need, bro. Just stay out the dress.
Yeah.
What else you got, dog? Chris Rock corny.
Yeah, well, my sister Shalana, I appreciate you coming in here. She said how Chris Rock also made the reference to Jada being mad that Chris Rock hosted the show because Will wasn't nominated. That was like an Oscar years before.
I don't even watch the Oscars, bro.
Me neither. But so that's what he did say that. He was like, she was mad because, she said that he shouldn't have hosted the Oscars because Will wasn't nominated. So now you want me to stand with your boy. And then now here we are together, and you come up here and you slap me because I'm selective outrage. Selective outrage. Moving on, man. This is one topic that we talked about before. There was a black couple in Northern California that they bought a house. Okay. They remodeled it, did everything they wanted to do. They put it on the market. When they put it on the market, it was appraised at like $999,000. Okay. Right. And so when they
had their white neighbor,
their white friend come in, take out all the stuff, appraisals come in, and it was appraised at
what up, baby?
It was appraised at B. What up? It was appraised at $1.4 million. Yeah. So this first appraiser was trying to beat them out of $500,000. Yeah. Just because they was black. So they took it to court. They didn't even sell the house at the time. They sat on it and they had to go through the procedures of the court. They got a settlement. Undisclosed. They didn't tell them. So that means they got paid.
Got a couple dollars. Yeah, they got a couple dollars.
They got paid. Okay.
Yeah, they got a couple dollars.
So that's another win for the small folk out here. Stay with your guns. Stick with your guns, people. Stick with your guns. It's out there. I said, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was like, I prefer for people to be racist in my face as opposed to quietly and trying to hit me in the pocket like that. Because that's exactly what happens now. It's not overt anymore. It's more of a subtle, we'll get you this way. We're going to make you move in this part of time.
We gonna Kanye.
Yeah. So shout out to them, man. That family that did what they had to do, got their money. And people, just know your worth. Know what you're doing, know what you're getting into, and know your worth. And that's all I got on that.
That's going to conclude our first 20 minutes of the news.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It just feels good to hit that button.
It's great.
I just like
friends.
I know that's
Whatever.
you ain't got the complexion for the protection guy. Chris,
Okay, so let's dive into it.
All right, yeah. This one's heavy. And I'm gonna you go if you want to start it, you can start it, but I got a lot on this and
so just introduce the subject and let's go.
Okay, all right. We want to talk about, and this is big, and this is one of the things I was talking about when I said we're going to talk about everybody. If you looking, some of this is going to touch you. I don't care who you are, it's going to touch you. It's called toxic independency. It could be summed up in a lot of different things, but I'm going to let you talk on it first because after you sent me that topic, I did some research, and I fall into
this is kind of like
this is like a
are we our worst enemies when it comes to being independent? Because a lot of us single or we done raised children on our own. You done bought homes on your own. So when it comes to blending, are we standing our own ways with our independency so we don't know how to coexist with somebody else? And let's speak on it from a man aspect at first because that's what we are. But I know I have it.
Right.
Like we talk about woman, what she brings to the household.
Right.
And, if I'm paying all the bills, I could, keep the house clean. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to get it for me. You know what I'm saying? But, that's part of, that's definitely part of my toxic independence. Do I feel I need a woman? No, I don't. I don't need a woman, but is it a benefit to have one? That's where it comes complicated for me. Because outside of sex, what else is there? And you talking to somebody that's been married and divorced, and so I done had every aspect of this. I done had the wife that's a counselor. I done had the partner to laugh with. I done had all that.
Right.
But I still have all that now. You know what I'm saying? It's just different.
Would you get married again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. What would it take for you to want to marry another woman?
I gotta just know
outside of where you are now.
Yeah. I just gotta know it's right, bro. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with money. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with. I ain't gonna say that. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with money. How she take care of herself matters. You know what I'm saying? And is she willing to just be stupid with me in the house sometime? You know what I'm saying? Like we got Nerf guns and shit, and we shooting the shit at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know, I might wake her up and throw some water on her. Something. What she get an attitude about? Like shit. Like it's gonna be weird shit, but it's gonna be what
y'all's.
You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna care about the outside world like that.
Right.
It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be simple, but it's gonna be complicated for some. But I'm with that. I don't want a boss B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not your employee, so don't come to me with your employee attitude.
Yeah.
When you punched out or left the job and grabbed your briefcase, you left that there. You come home, you came home as a wife, you came home as my friend, and things like that. That's the issue I think I run into because a lot of women that I do date, they're very
career minded.
Matter of fact, they just, I don't even say date because I look at dating as like what some of my friends have, and I don't have that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't married, you are very serious in what y'all have. To me, that's dating.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I'm saying?
So you just hanging out.
Yeah, I just go out. You know what I'm saying? But I run into that, where they're very well off in their careers. You know what I'm saying? They really, financially, they're way above me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they really, it's a compatible thing for them. You know what I'm saying? Like they just look at we can go out and have fun. It ain't no sex involved.
Right.
We just dope like that. You know what I'm saying? Go your way, I go mine. You might call a nigga on the way from leaving me. Like, all right, now, where you at now? You know what I'm saying? I'm drunk now. And then we come over there and put the pole in my mouth. You know? I mean, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think I run into that where women just, a lot of them are satisfied with just that part of life. Yeah. And like y'all was talking about before, I think y'all was talking about in the group about letting go to let somebody else do something. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of people will struggle with that. And where they saying, well, I just rather be by myself. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn, but you really want to be by yourself because you don't want to let go of or just compromise with somebody helping you around the house and things like that.
It's funny. I want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Throw this in real quick, and I'll let you get back to it. It's funny because when you were speaking about men, when we're single, we hang out a lot more.
Yeah.
When women are single, they sit and they wait for the perfect guy. And I tell them, get you a roster. Do the same thing that we doing. Get you some folks that you can hook up with whenever you want to or hang out with.
I don't think that's true.
I disagree.
I think women be in the streets just like men. Now, today's day and age. Maybe 10 years ago. But I think not, because if you go to some of these places, man, you know, we're outnumbered by women so much down here.
True.
You see a lot of group of women. Even when you look on a little travel thing, you see a lot of group of women. Now, are they searching for Statman and all that in that group? Yeah.
And this is where I kind of counter what you're saying. Looking at people like you, somebody that's established, somebody that's sure of himself.
Right.
Those, when they meet somebody like you that they're comfortable with, that's established, that they got all that stuff in order, that tunnel vision comes in.
Right.
As opposed to saying, okay, I'm just going to hang out. Even if you tell them, hey, I'm just going to hang out.
Right.
A lot of times that tunnel vision comes in and I'm going to focus on him. I'm going to focus on trying to see what we can do.
Right.
And in your mind, it's like, hey, we just hanging out. we just hanging out. And that happened to me a lot when I was single and I was just hanging out. And you know, you be honest from the get-go, and that's all people respected. Like I said, most situations people respected it because we were honest from the very beginning.
I agree with what the lady saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women got rosters, they just don't say nothing. I mean, it comes out though. You know what I'm saying? It comes out.
Yeah, they got rosters.
You be tired by Saturday. I'm just gonna stay in the house. Yeah, I got it.
I'll hit you back in a minute.
Right. You know.
Yeah, turn it into 3 days.
See,
then the brother be mad. Man, where the hell you been at?
You got to see who, you know, who date is better.
Yeah.
He wanted to go skating. This dude here talking about going out to eat.
And do you think they got somebody that they, they keep in the pocket to keep them through until they, get to the point to where they ready to lay down with somebody else?
What you mean, somebody in their pocket?
Yeah.
Then just say that there. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll ask you this. Does it make you look at a woman differently if she tells you, I've been celibate for 3 years?
Yeah, she crazy. I ain't got time for that. I like my women a little miles.
Yeah, a little seasoning.
Yeah, I need a little miles.
I need a little marinade on that.
Yeah, I need to know you was somebody freaky just as me, freakier before I got to me. I don't want no damn. But back to what we talking about.
Okay.
Us as men, do we stand in our way a lot, feeling like women only have these qualities for us? That's all we need them to do. And then if they don't meet these qualities, she ain't no good. Because, like, a man would not date a woman, like, because she don't cook. Like, she don't cook, man. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else she do, though, that you might benefit from? But versus you saying, I don't need her. Like, how many women are you not going to need?
Right.
Before eventually you got to settle for something. Because it's all settling. I don't care what words nobody
want to use. You're going to settle
it's
on
all
something.
Settling.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what do you get to the point where you just be like, all right, I can deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sex ain't all that good. A macaroni banging, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She clean up all the time.
She clean up. You know what I'm saying? She snore a lot, though. Yeah. Like, we got to turn on her side. Like,
So it's the lesser evils. I said this before, and I used to live by it. It wasn't the the happy things that I can get, because we can easily go on date. We can easily have a good time, laugh, and this and that. It's how I deal with what I don't like about you. Those are the things that make it that much more desirable for me. Because if we have an argument about something and you just give me this cold shoulder for a week, nah, that ain't how we gonna move. We gonna move on. We can't move on like that. But if we get into it and you say, you know what, I don't want to talk about it right now, and when you're ready, say later on that night or the next day, and you want to talk about it, deal with it. Or if it happens right then and there, and you're able to deal with it, and you move on. And even from that point, did you bring it up again? Because if you bring it up again, you hadn't really moved on from this situation. So for me, it was always how we dealt with the inconsistencies of the shortcomings versus the good times. The good times is easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's easy. If we got money to go out and hang out, that's easy.
Right.
It's how you deal with the bad stuff.
Let me ask you a question, then.
Mm-hmm.
Since I know you, you've been a guy to handle this business very well. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Bills,
I appreciate that.
You got your toys. You know what I'm saying? You play with dials and shit. Like all the shit, you know, that you like to do. You get to do it. And you do it at a very expensive rate. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put my business.
No, my bad. But so with that being said, you know, you met a woman, and you had to relinquish some things. You know what I'm saying? Was it hard for you to say, I don't need her, but it's fun for her to have around? So, all right, I'll let her, you know, piss on the carpet a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, or was you like, nah, like, this is what it is. Come on in. You know, kick your shoes off, leave them by the door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
it's still a work in progress. It's still a work in progress. I'm just being real.
I got you.
Work in progress, but I have relinquished a lot.
Okay.
And in doing so, she's assured me that it's okay.
Right.
Everything, like, and if she watching right now, she be all right. But I'm gonna say, and it, like you said, I have my own way. I'm a little OCD too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I'm finna say it, and if she watching, know this.
Leave them by the door.
The blinds. If you have two sets of blinds, like the window, one of them, and I don't know if she does it purposely.
Okay.
One of them, when she closes them, one is up.
Yeah.
The other is down.
Terrible.
I see it in every other, and I haven't said anything to her.
Yeah. Get on her.
But I had to say it. Yeah. But little things like that, you learn and let it go. Now, if it was somebody that I wasn't into, hey, what the hell going on?
The blinds weren't like that when you got here.
Every little thing. But even, you know, the cooking, because I would cook for myself, laundry, things of that nature, I had to relinquish. And I remember she pushed me to be like, nah, I got this, I got that. Stop doing that, I got this. And it took a lot for me because I've been doing this for myself for so long.
You know what's a deal breaker with me?
What's that?
The toilet paper.
Well, how's that?
It's got to go under.
Under?
Yeah.
No, what is wrong with you?
Because it's easy to rip like that, bro.
Nah, man, you got to go up under there and grab it, though. Because say if you rip it.
It's already hanging, bro.
Nah, it can hang from the front over the top.
We're not doing that.
So if you rip it, let's say it's under and you rip it, and then it's on the back end where the rip come off it, then you got to hit the roll for it to come down.
No, bro.
If you do it on the top, it's right there.
You need to work on your wrist action, nigga. Wrist action, boom, right there.
I don't have to use my wrist no more. So.
Oh, okay, my brother. You always got to use your wrist, bro. You always got to use your wrist. You know
yeah, self-love is the best love.
You know what I'm saying?
Self-love.
Nobody know how I feel like me. You know what I'm saying?
Self-love is the best love.
But yeah, you know, I just you know, that ain't negotiation, bro.
Right.
I might be in your house and turn your toilet paper around, bro. I'm one of them kind of dudes. Like, yeah, it got to go up under that, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez. Yeah, but I had to learn to relinquish, and it was in doing that, you have to trust that person.
Right.
That person has your best interest at heart.
Right.
If you feel like they're doing it just because that's what they want to do,
it's
not going to come off organically.
That's when,
Yeah, so it's still a process, you know what I mean? But it works. It works.
Do you feel like in your growing that you tend to stand in the way sometimes. Like you can be the problem in minor situations because you OCD like
Definitely.
yeah. Like I might throw a paper on the ground just before I leave, but I know it ain't gonna be there when I get back. Like you ridiculous. But do you feel like sometimes like you've been so independent so long, and even minor stuff that you just be like, I'm the problem, but I'm gonna be the problem because I ain't changing.
No, this is. Let me tell you why. I've gotten to the point to where now, if I see how minuscule it is,
right.
I won't say nothing, and I'll just fix it myself,
right,
and not say nothing.
But you mumble something
in my head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, man, what the hell?
We still here?
What we doing?
Right, we still here.
Really? This what we doing? But I fix it myself.
Right.
Because I've learned that it's not just about me, and I've had to learn that in order to bring somebody in your space, you have to allow them to be who they are to you.
Okay.
Because if I continue to be who I am to myself, I don't need this. Well, I won't say I don't need or want this other person.
Okay.
It would go back to what you said,
right, like,
just sex.
Like
just sex.
And I think that's the hard part because like I handle everything. Like if I don't get it done, it don't get done.
Right.
I don't know right now if I can change that because I like how my life is right now.
What would it take for a woman to be able to show you, or for you to relinquish one thing? Let's say your eating regimen. If you had a woman that said, "Hey, I know how you eat, I know how you work out. I'm gonna set you up with 2 meals a day. So on Sunday, go smoke or whatever. When you finish,
she ain't gotta give me permission on Sunday, bro.
Well, I'm just saying when you finish.
I don't
I'm
like
just
how
saying.
you said it. I don't like how you said it.
I'm saying after you go smoke, come by the house and pick this up.
Right.
You know, when you finish smoking on Sunday, and she got 5 meals.
Oh, come by the house. So
yeah,
we don't live together.
Yeah, y'all don't live together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about you now.
Oh, okay. You talking about living the way I live now?
Yeah, the way you live now.
Okay.
And she said, "Hey, I got 5 meals set up with 5 days worth of meals for you set up." Would you be able to relinquish that to somebody right now?
Probably not. I'm a picky eater. If you make me 5 days worth of food, by that 3rd day, I ain't gonna want that shit, man.
But it's probably different stuff though. I'm saying not just
it's just set for 2-3 days, dog.
What?
I'm good.
See, I ain't that picky of an eater.
Yeah,
so.
like I can eat leftovers about 2 days after that. Nah, I'm good.
I go about 3 days.
Absolutely not. But that third, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't eat Thanksgiving food the next day. That's it.
Nah, yeah, that's a bit much.
Yeah, you know.
That and grill food.
Why we call it Thanksgiving food though? Because it's the same damn food.
It's a certain smell to go to it.
Is
Thanksgiving smells a certain way.
You feel the same raggedy ass green.
It is, but it all smells a certain way. Think about throughout the year.
The same raggedy ass greens the day before.
So what about? Well, it's the combination of the greens, the turkey, the ham, the dressing. It's a combination of all those smells that create a Thanksgiving smell. When do you outside of Thanksgiving? When do you get that smell? Never.
I mean, but it's the
maybe
same
Christmas
food though. Bro.
Christmas sometimes people do.
We off subject right now. Though.
Yeah, we way off subject. Because I got a lot on this.
Go ahead, go start off.
Go
ahead,
this
brother.
Toxic
Take the flow.
Independency.
Take the flow.
So what happened?
Absolutely, John. Don't nobody want no 5 days worth of meal player.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Anyway,
go ahead.
When you hit me with the Toxic Independency,
yeah,
I looked it up, and there was a list, and this is where everybody in here is gonna feel this.
Let's go.
There's 10. The first one is having problems asking for help. Do you think you fall
absolutely?
Into that?
I am definitely that
as well.
Absolutely.
So that's we're in that. All right. Number 2, you prefer to do everything yourself.
That's kind of like the first one.
Well, I'm just saying each
That's
one had a different breakdown.
I prefer, I kind of
each one got yeah. Me too. You decide everything yourself, meaning you don't take advice or any kind of suggestions from anybody else. So you listen to other people. Yeah. Okay.
I take it in consideration. I ain't gonna say I listen.
All right. I've learned to do that a little bit more too. But yeah.
Yeah, I take it in consideration.
Struggling with delegating tasks, which we was just talking about you relinquishing somebody.
I definitely.
So just like, hey.
Delegating though is telling them,
Yeah. Hey, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem
with that? Because I just don't leave it to nobody else to do nothing.
You just answer. You just contradicted yourself.
I mean, I just told you what I said. I ain't got no problem.
So you do.
I ain't got no problem with it. I just do everything myself.
That's exactly what they talking about.
Well, they wrong.
You struggling with delegate.
Who made that list?
Okay. Another one, number 5, a proud claim of being a workaholic.
I'm not.
Okay.
I do what I need to do. Up and down what I need to do it. That's it.
Yeah. I don't take that one either. I do work a lot when I want to.
Yeah, then
but it's not something I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna choose work over hanging out and doing this now. Being intensely private. That's number 6.
There ain't no stronger word than intensely. I need something a little stronger because I'm definitely that.
The difference is it's okay to have a private home life, but when you're a recluse.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're a recluse. You're the opposite of a recluse.
Nah.
You're private. Like you don't.
That's because you know me.
Yeah, and that's why you're not a recluse.
Yeah.
A recluse wouldn't be sitting here every Saturday.
I mean, but they don't. Everything I done gave them is, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's still a life for now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. This one is something.
Yeah, about 4 docs. Yeah, we about right there. Yeah, we about 4 docs with it.
That's your twin talking. That's your twin.
My twin,
she right there with
Absolutely.
you.
My twin, no.
Y'all some toxic, independent mother effers, huh?
I was thinking more like Area 51. Yeah. Go ahead, though.
Yeah. See, definitely that. Definitely. Yeah. This one I had to struggle with a little bit. Dislike people that you consider too needy.
You know what, though? As much as I don't like people doing for me, I don't mind doing for other people.
Well, it's more so in the sense of saying that, say you got a circle of friends.
Yeah.
And say one of them is always like, hey, man, you let me borrow 20? Or, hey, man, you think you can come pick me up for this? Hey, man, you think you do this? Do you look, now that's still your friend, but do you be like, dang, this dude don't never have his stuff together. I'm tired of this dude. It
takes so long, though. Because I always look at it as, the higher power put me in a position to help people. So if this is where the path, he's on my path or she's on my path to do it, then that's just what I'm supposed to do. So I leave it right there with that. Nah, you ain't about to put me in a bad spot now. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But,
Yeah, you're pretty helpful, dude. I'll give you that. Number 8, history of personal relationship problems.
History of personal relationship problems.
Is that something that caused you to want to stray away from dealing with other people?
No, I'm kind of dude. I let you live on your own land. Whatever happened with me and somebody else, that happened between me and somebody else. Okay. I remember this happened. I don't do that kind of
with the next person.
Yeah, I don't.
So everybody got a clean slate.
Yeah, everybody go clean. It's up to you to mess up with me.
Yeah. I'm that guy. You got a clean canvas, and I'm gonna let you go.
And the reason I looked at like that because you could have 2 situations. They totally different though on why it might have the same result, but it's totally different why it happened. The people different, the attitude, why it happened like
the situation.
So I let everybody roll on their own.
Yeah, well, I got you on that. Number 9.
Sometimes you could be the drama though that you don't have time for.
Who said that?
Sis.
Okay. I'm lonely because I don't have time for the drama. My circle is small. I help those who I don't know more than those I do know. Wow. That's loaded.
Yeah.
That's loaded. Number 9. Often take on too much responsibility.
I have before.
I still do to this day. I ain't gonna lie. I still do.
Yeah, I have before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 10. You're an extreme perfectionist and self-critical.
I'm very self-critical. I'm not a perfectionist, though. Shit happens, but I'm very hard on myself. Absolutely.
And I think most people are.
Yeah, I'm very hard on myself.
I wouldn't say extreme perfectionist, but
you close.
I'm close.
Yeah, you
just professionalism. I take the extreme off.
Yeah, I think you very close. Like
Yeah.
I check my credit score before I come over here. He don't even see it. Let me do my credit score before I go over here and do this show. He might tell me to go to work. If you wasn't here over at the show, you should be at work trying to get that credit score up, sir. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro.
But yeah, that was the top 10, and it was funny because when you gave me the subject, I was like, man, that ain't me. And I pulled that list up. Yeah, I said, well, goddamn.
Was he talking to me? Was this personal?
Did you take a shot at me?
Was this personal?
But I love it because it makes you look at yourself a little deeper in certain aspects that we think are a positive trait that could be a negative.
Yeah, it's a lot that we do that hold us back from a lot of relationships that we think we don't need, but we kind of do, because a relationship ain't always about, you know, a romantic side. You know, you got friends and it's business out there that we miss because of that just there. Shout out to my homeboy Styles.
What's that?
Homeboy Styles. If we can fit his chest through the door, we'll get him on the show.
Yes, indeed.
You know, he don't do nothing else.
Hey, I got them 2 X's coming through, dude.
He don't do nothing else in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But if we can
Man,
get
why are you throwing that dude under the bus? Why are you throwing him under the bus like that?
If we can get his chest through the door, we gonna have him on the show.
We just gonna get him a jacket with security.
I know that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared of him. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Styles, man.
But yeah, man. I mean, being a boss still has an off switch, and I think a lot of us, especially in the entrepreneur world that's successful, we don't know how to turn that off. You know what I'm saying? And that it trickles down to, you could hurt somebody intentionally just because you don't recognize that these are not your consumers. You know what I'm saying? They're not your employees, but these are your loved ones, and you need to be who you are as a person versus what you do for a living. And I think a lot of us, we get that confused.
We
you know,
validate ourselves.
Yeah, that
off
too.
of what we
Yeah.
do.
Like being successful isn't all about, you know, financial wealth. You know, that's actually, to me, that's a form of success that a lot of sacrifice has to be made to get there. And I don't believe that anybody that's very successful didn't cross the line somewhere to get there.
In order to get there.
You know, so it don't cost you nothing just to be kind.
Right.
You know, it don't cost you nothing to be vulnerable. Vulnerability can cost you a little bit, but
it's all in growth.
Yeah,
all in growth.
But I would love to, you know, to ask a woman, like, does she feel she have, you know, toxic tendencies? You know,
Independency or tendency?
Oh, independency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, you know, a lot of women will sit on the fact that, and I ain't speaking for women, but this is what I've
experienced.
Yeah. That they done been doing it all and without a man, and they got with this, they got that without a man, and they really don't need a man. But when you can't open that jar of relish,
you calling something when that little spider run across that floor.
I don't know. She ain't calling me for no spider. I'm like, you better call Orchid.
I don't have the spider calls. I don't have
I mean, just a sense of protection. You know, I guess from what a woman has said to me before, just in conversation, that it's nothing like having a man's protection. You know what I'm saying? And the men have to look at that and be like, it ain't nothing like having a love from a woman. You know, the care of a woman, I guess, you know. But we all got to look at that, you know, our independence. And some of us, like even in the group, I was reading these comments, and that's kind of where I got it from. I was reading these comments of people say, I don't have time for nobody's blah, 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 but you're not perfect yourself. Ain't nobody just told you with the flaws that you might have.
Right.
You know, like me and my barber was talking today, shout out to the homie Sheen, about it's cool for a woman to say, this is what I need in a man. And it's kind of off the subject, but it looked at negative if a man say, this is what I need in a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about it as far as, you know, we was talking about it because we both, you know, he's taller than me, but we both consider short. And how much harder it is for us to work to get a woman's attention just because of the fact that we're short. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Versus a guy 6'2", he already got 2 points, you know, just with that. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, with that being said, when he said he was approached by a woman, and you know, Shane's a very handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? And charismatic and all that. And he said when he approached a chick.
Handy dude, too. Do everything.
Yo, does everything, dog. Yeah, yo, he's very handy. Yeah. You know, he said that he approached a lady and she was like, I don't like your kind of man. I like him. And, you know, Shane, one thing about him, She ain't taking that shit laying down. Like he kind of on top of himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
sometimes you gotta be.
Yeah, but he a little different. You ain't about to tell she nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he said that it was okay to hear it. He said, but when he turned around, and he's the kind of guy, I've known Sheen on a different level than a lot of people. I know I seen what his baby mothers look like. Mm-hmm. You know, and the women that he just goes out with, I see what they look like, and he has a type.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And his type, they look a certain way.
Okay.
All of them. Like, when I mean they take care of themselves, they take care of themselves. So he's not even entertaining somebody because they're good in the kitchen and,
right.
You know, they're good with money, because she don't look at that. So he looks at how you take care. Like, he takes it serious. Like, he might be the guy that comes out with a measuring tape around your wrist. I mean, around your waist. Like, Kwame know him just as well as I do. You know what I'm saying? And he's different. You know what I'm saying? But he takes care of himself. He takes care of his business. And he feels like he does everything he needs to do to be looked at like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have to settle for this because I'm into this. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to have him on the show. You know what I'm saying? But he won't do it. But I would love him to have him on the show. But I mean, it's just a weird world we live in, man. And sometimes we make decisions based on our employment.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And that could be the worst decisions you can make, because your employment has nothing to do with how you date,
who you are.
You know what I'm saying?
What you bring to the
like a lot of Fortune 500 out here go home to a nigga that is drinking 40s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But he got something that, you know, you can't pay for.
She love that shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I tell people. The dudes that be scared of women that make money and this and that.
Oh,
you
man, don't
bring
be scared
something.
of that, man. Don't be scared.
Yeah, you bring something to the table they can't pay for.
Hey, man, listen to me, man. Don't be scared.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't worry about that, man.
Right.
They ain't give you none of that damn money no way, man. Don't worry.
Right. It's theirs.
Yeah,
but if you get in right, they going to give it all to you. They don't care because they trust you.
I guess I don't ever get that far.
Well,
I don't want their money. I don't want their money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want their money. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all you toxic people. I love y'all.
I love myself.
I love the toxic community. Y'all give me something to do.
Yes, indeed, man. Hey, that was a good one there, bruh. That was a good one. They was live up in this room today. I'm so used to doing certain things on my own, and I know it's done the way I want it. It's easy for me to let my man take out the trash, but I like my food cooked a certain...
Can you change a tire?
I'll do that myself. Sis, you heard him.
Can you change a tire?
She can't. I'll answer
You
that.
already answered?
Yeah, I answered.
Okay, not about that kitchen.
She can't. So, yeah, it's stuff out there that you can't do everything.
You making spaghetti, ain't cooking.
And if you can do everything, somebody else might be able to sauce it up a little bit more extra. Give them a shot though. Let them get it. Let them get a chance.
Let me ride by you out there changing that tire. Well, she said, "Yo, you got a 4-way? I'm trying to change this tire."
Right.
Like you trying to? I just want to see it.
Yeah. Nah. But man, we appreciate y'all following up through here today, man. This is a good show. I had a good time with this, man. Y'all see the hoodie you got on right there?
Let me move this on. You got a little y'all can't see it. I'm behind these.
You can see it. They can see it.
Okay.
You on that one right there. Give him to that one right there. Get it.
Huh? Let me get my Jonathan Taylor on. Hold on. Jonathan
Like
Taylor
that.
be doing his thing with his lips. I think he kind of crazy, baby.
Majors.
Yeah.
Majors.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole lip thing, but yeah, man.
I can't do it. I can't.
You see it at the bottom, that SPHR-4611, myshopify.com. Don't get your hoodies. Styles. I got them 2X's coming, bruh.
I mean, just.
I got them coming, man. I got a couple people on my head.
I don't even think a
like
2X will fit that brother, man. I'm be honest, bro. He might need a 3X, to be honest.
Oh, man. Anyway, man, keep looking out for us, man. We love y'all. Soundproof Hunger Room.
Yeah,
YouTube,
see, he even said it, man. Give him a 3X, man.
3X, Jesus.
He a big dude, man. He a big dude.
Goodness gracious.
You know what I'm saying? He can bench a lot. You know what I'm saying?
IG, Spotify. We gotta update that Spotify. We've been sleeping on that. But
we still on Spotify?
We appreciate y'all coming in, and we appreciate the love with the last minute. We jumped off earlier today, and y'all jumped in here with us. We appreciate
it. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all be out there. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend.
Meet me at Blaze tonight, 9:00. I won't be there, but let me know how it went. Yeah, I ain't going to nobody. Blaze ain't going nobody Blaze.
Anyway, man, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all be safe. We gonna be off next week, but we'll have some clips rolling for y'all, man, to keep y'all entertained. And we gonna keep that room jumping as we always do. If you just lurking, go on and start typing, start saying something, start talking. You know what I'm saying? We like everybody's input. Y'all be easy out there. Hold it in the row.
Hold it in the row. Oh yeah. I got one more thing. If y'all out there hating on somebody, brush your teeth before you start sucking dick.
What?
And we gonna leave y'all with that. I've been listening to the Dog Pound all week. Dog.
We out of here on that. Y'all be easy.
You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to the Dog Pound all week. You know what I'm saying? It's up. Like my boy Ye say, it's up.